Okay guys, this is Eva Scrapbooking with me, and as promised I'm going to try to show you how to do these stickers for your planners, your scrapbook pages, your art journals, whatever, without having to use the Cricut sticker paper. I know that paper is a little expensive, and I've had a few people that have asked me, is there any way to do these without having to use the sticker paper? And yes, there is. Most of the time, what we're going to be using today, most of us have already in our stash anyway. So I have gone ahead and pulled up a few images. These images are just some free images that I got off of my subscription, and I will show you. I have already sized these to the size that I needed them to, but I'll also show you. Let's just try to find another one that we can pull in here, and I do the free. You can also download your SVG files, and you know, if you have some of those, you can use those. Just anything that you want to make your stickers out of. The simpler the design, the better this works, but I am sure it would probably work on just about anything. I like that little smiley face. So let's click on him, and I don't know why my screen jumps. I don't know. Anyway, we'll insert him, and as you can see, he's quite large, so we don't want him that large. So I don't go and do my edit and figure out what size. I just drag him down to about 3/4 of an inch or something like that, and then I put him in line under everything else. And now while he's clicked, I look over here to my, and let me get over here to my panel. You can see where my mouse is, and I look and see if it has the flatten tool highlighted, and it does. So that means I can flatten this image, and that means I can print it just like it is. So there's some excuse me, there's some that you'll pull in that you'll see that flatten is not available. And so the best I know, I'm not an expert on Cricut by no means, I just trial and error most of this. But if it's not highlighted, then I don't think that you can print those images or flatten them to print them. Now you'll notice when I clicked flatten that my image stayed the same, but now, you know, you can't, if it, you know, looking over here, it only shows that one layer. It doesn't show multiple layers. So all of my images are showing one layer. They're all showing the print icon, which is what you want. And so now we can hit go, and they'll pull up, and they pull up in this order, which is fine with me. If you don't want them in that order, you can I think you can move them. Well, maybe not. Anyway, I don't mind them being in that order. That's fine with me. Usually if they're across the page like that, I can save a little bit more on my adhesives, so that's good. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we'll look over here to make sure that there's a print icon right there, and it is. So we'll hit go, and it's telling me that it wants me to print the page. Now, here is where your stash comes in. I have lots and lots of this paper, and what it is a heavy cardstock. It's 8.5 by 11 that I bought who knows how many years ago. I bought like 500 sheets of it somewhere on a deal, and it's a pretty heavy cardstock. I don't know the poundage. I have taken off the paper long ago, but I just know it's pretty thick. So you're going to need a pretty heavy cardstock of whatever color you want. You don't have to use white. I'm just using white because that's what I have. Okay, now I'm going to pause you just a second so we can move over to my printer, and we will go from there. Okay, I have inserted my sheet in my printer, and I have just a really cheap Canon printer. I don't have anything expensive. Mine's just a cheapo. So then back on my screen, and I know you're not seeing this, but it's just a little button that says print page. So I'm just going to click print page. And I always kind of hold my paper when it's thick just to make sure that my printer pulls it in there, because like I said, it is kind of a cheapo. So sometimes it doesn't want to pull the thicker papers in. And I hope I don't run out of ink. My ink is saying low, so maybe it'll print this one so I can show you. Hopefully I didn't just send 2 sheets through there. Okay, it printed one. And as you can see, it printed it with the registration marks on there. That's what your Cricut. Okay, something is... Okay, I'm okay. I was looking at my camera and something was flashing, so I was making sure my battery wasn't going. But you're going to need your registration marks for your Cricut, so we've got those. Your images, as you notice, they look kind of blur. That's okay. They're not going to look that way once it cuts out. This is just the way that Cricut does in order to get a good crisp image without having a white mark around the edges. It bleeds just a little bit, the ink does, so that it gives you that good crisp edge when it cuts. Okay, hold on and I will get you over to my Cricut. Okay, so before we put this in our Cricut to cut, what we want to do is put some score tape on the back. That will ensure that these will turn into stickers. So all I have here is, this is some 6x6, comes in sheets like this of the sequin tape, and it's 6x6, and we usually keep them all the time in the shop. And to keep from wasting, I'm sorry I bumped the camera. To keep from wasting, I just kind of look and see how much I'm going to need on the back. So I'm going to need about that much. So I'm just going to take my scissors, and you can cut this with a your cutter. I just use my scissors, no biggie. Take my scissors and cut off that much. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take off the brown part. Don't take off this part. Take off the brown part. Now we got the brown part off. We've got just this there. So what we're going to do is I try to hold it up to the light. And I know you can't see this very well. And I put that sticky paper just where my printed images are. That way I don't waste my score tape. Okay? Then you're going to press that down really, really well. And then you'll put it on your mat. And when you put it down on your mat, just press around it to make sure that you get a good adhesion. And then you're ready to go. Now, the setting that you're going to leave this on, your dial, is cardstock. You need to leave it on cardstock. Even though we're trying to turn these into stickers, we want to leave it on cardstock because that way it will do the kiss cut. In other words, it'll leave the sticky on there. And that's what we want. We don't want all of them to fall out. We want to keep our page together. So we are ready to cut. Okay, and the first thing it's going to do is it's going to go and read those registration marks. That tells it exactly where to cut on your stickers. I don't think my little birds are going to come out too good. I need a new knife or a new blade in my Cricut because I've cut some pretty heavy stuff lately, and I have one on order but it hasn't got here yet, so some of mine may not come out so great. Okay, so they're cut. We'll unload. And yeah, my little birds, kind of hung up on my little birds. So I'll pull you back over to the table and I'll just show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're going to pretend that I had a really sharp blade and that everything cut very well. even though some of it didn't. But as you can see, when I lift up, and I wanted to take this one out just to show you, when I lift up the star, it leaves my backing in there, but there is my little star for my, and yeah, it did leave a little tick there, my sticky star, and it is very sticky on the back. And what I do, instead of wasting all of this paper, is I just use this backing that I pulled off of there, and I put my stickers on there, and then they're ready for me to use when I get ready for them. To put them in my, this one, little butterfly. And I should have changed the color on my butterfly, and I didn't, but we'll have a brown butterfly today. And then my mailbox. I love my mailbox. Now you could do a full sheet of these and just leave them on this paper, that's fine, but I usually don't do a full sheet at a time just because I really don't have time to do a full sheet at once. So I just do what I need for the day or what I'm planning on using. Sorry about that, I'm not even anywhere near on camera. I apologize. Now, as I said, my little birds didn't cut out so well. And I think it's because of my blade. My blade is not, I do need a new one. And I'm hoping that one comes in tomorrow. So these are not going to be that great because it kind of drug a little bit on my little birds. I can trim those out though and they will be fine. No problem, but it would have cut really well if I had had a nice sharp blade in there. Let's see if I can get that to focus. There we go. See, that would have been really cute if my blade would have been sharp so it could have cut that. But I will trim it up and I'll probably use them anyway on Valentine's Day. It's not a problem with me. So as you can see, just by using that tape on the back, and you can use plain score tape if you've got the 2-inch wide or 2 inches, whatever, put that on the back. Now all these little parts right here that, you know, I don't like to waste my tape, so what I do is I'll go back and put some more on there and use that. But that's it. That's all you have to do is just use your cardstock, your heavy cardstock, and then your score tape and make your own stickers just like you want them. Okay guys, I hope this helps somebody. I know it wasn't a great tutorial because of my blade not being that great, not being that sharp, but I did promise someone that I would do this, so here it is. I hope you enjoyed. Here are my stickers from last night that I did. I love the little glasses and the little speech bubble. So those are the ones from last night. So I have some stickers for my planner now. Alright guys, hope this helps someone. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if it did. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.